Um, I am just waking up from my Saturday Sabbath nap, and I just like I'm telling you that it's the real beauty sleep. When you take your rest on the day of rest, Sabbath is over now. The sun is down, and I'm up. I'm up. I feel rejuvenated. All praise to the God in heaven, Yahuwah, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He told us to take this seventh day of rest. And if you do it, I'm telling you, the rejuvenation is amazing. You guys, chill that out. So, my kids are playing this game, and I swear, my daughter, they definitely figure out ways to antagonize each other, and I got to get busy with them because they're like Ike and Tina. They are literally like, what's love got to do with it when one of them want to do something? But I was catching this blog right when I woke up. Devin, stop. All right. Because there's no way to. They don't let you pause these things from the mobile. I guess I should have checked out the. Let's see. What's all this? Never looked at all these buttons when I went live. Oh, they got little filters. Oh, I can do normal. All right. Cool. Anyways, I was looking at the O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel. I love this brother. I think he's one of the more pragmatic channels on YouTube. And so I like looking at his content. Um, and I actually feed off of his content because I just like brothers like this. Like he's not in this game to be inflammatory. He'll troll. He'll definitely troll. He'll call people out. But I think he's definitely, he facilitates sometimes a lot more solutions based conversation. So I rock with content creators like that. It's hard to find good people on YouTube that just can come with some sensible conversations. Um, and the one thing I appreciate O'Shea for doing right now is getting on the mic and really defending Black women, our style choices, and even our characters. And it's interesting because I think that I'm a pretty pragmatic person. I'm not a hyper inflammatory person. I'm pretty chill. Like I will give my perspective. I am who I am. I'm not trying to cosplay into being anybody. I don't prescribe into ideas of blackness. If you follow my channel, like my mom, she really didn't raise me to prescribe to stereotypes of blackness. Like she made us very conscious of not subscribing to stereotypes of blackness. And we grew up in a Motown family. All right. We grew up in a household, and when I say my mom was a single mom, I'm adopted. So she was married for like decades before her husband died, and she took on foster kids, right? She really absorbed us because she didn't want to be lonely. And and she did a great job. I feel like I'm the woman that I am today because of my mom. She's the best woman on this earth to me. Like there's nobody like her. And she taught us etiquette. She taught us style. And one of the things that my mom taught us is you don't let yourself go, right? So, like, she always told us that she would disown us if we got black and not black, but fat and bald headed. She was like, if my daughters got fat and bald headed, I disown them because she's old school. She didn't believe in women letting themselves go. Um, One of the things my mom embraced was natural hair and weave. All right. And our hair was really just a product of our style. It wasn't a product of our character, right? Like your hairstyle is always going to be an extension of style, not character, right? And I find that a lot of men, some men, they don't understand style. They don't have style. And so they're automatically conflating black women wearing weaves with being this lower character of person, this self-hating person, not realizing that hair weaves and wigs in the United States have been worn even back to the founding fathers by white men because it was a style thing, right? George Washington wore a wig, all right? That was not his hair. A lot of those white men, founding fathers, they were wearing wigs, just like they were in England, right? And this is just word 100, right? And it has nothing to do with self hating. It's a style choice. And most of the men that were the founding fathers that were wearing wigs, they were balding. They were balding. And so I noticed a trend of the woman hating black woman men, particularly like your Myron Gaines and your Tommy Sotomayor's, who actually hate black women. They claim they hate black women. You know, these guys are balding. Myron's hairline was fleeing like the Road Runner. Okay? These men are bald headed men. These men are men who are jealous of women who can diversify their styles and not have to face baldness because they're not ashamed to put a little human hair in their hair for a style. Right? A lot of men that got problem with black women wearing hair and weaves and all this stuff like that, these are tend to be lower denominator men. Lower denominator men who have some insecurity that they cannot fix, right? And if they fix it, everybody gonna know that they fixed it, right? So when your hairlines start fleeing, like Myron did his country, to come over here to America and talk shit about black American women, you're insecure, right? You have to go and you have to fix that, Myron, right? No, you didn't get a weave, but you did fix your fleeing hairline, all right? You fixed it. It was fleeing just like you did Sudan. And now you over here talking about black American women, you know, pushing out that hate against black American women. And it's like, I tell people all the time, like, I'm a nice person. I don't like to be attacking people, but I can get busy with people on a roasting tip, and I'm very passive aggressive. So you don't even know that it's happening sometimes. You really don't even know that it's happening. But I'm looking at all these bald headed men, even down to Tommy Sotomayor, right? Bald headed, weird looking dudes just talking crap about black women constantly. It'd be the weirdest looking dudes talking crap about black women, right? And it's almost like they need to put us on a lower frequency because they're already there. It's like when they see an elevated black woman, right? They got to bring her down on a lower frequency, right? And so they're like, "Oh, you got all this weave in your head." So one of the black women, and these dudes are so attached to all black women wearing weave in their hair that they can't even recognize their sisters that don't wear weave or don't have a weave in their hair. Stacey Plaskett, Congresswoman, was getting a lot of heat from some of these conservative black women hating people. Now, when you look at Stacey Plaskett's hair, and I actually did my research because I'm a weave wearing black woman myself, so we know when another black woman is wearing weave. That woman is not wearing weave. That is a black woman with a head full of her natural hair. Yes, she presses it. No, she's not wearing it as Afrocentric. But Stacey Plastic has a head full of natural black hair. And it's amazing to me how many of these men are so attached to all black women just wearing weave that they don't recognize that there are black women with long, beautiful, natural black hair that is way stronger than these white women that they think we jealous of. Okay? When you see a black woman with that long, natural, beautiful hair, all of my daughters have it, by the way. All of my daughters have it, right? It's not a weave. These are full-blown mames. And those mames are way stronger than can ever be on a white woman's hair. Do you understand what I'm saying? Melanated hair, this wool. Yeah, it's hard for us to manage, right? It is. Some of us, we don't want to do it, right? Some of our black men, they hated you lazy. I don't care, dude. I'm a financial advisor. I got money to make. I got children to take care of. I got children to homeschool, bro. And I got time to be playing in my hair. Stop playing with me. All right? But that doesn't make me a low quality of person. That doesn't make me a self-hating person. You know what I mean? Because I choose to wear my hair. So let's get into O'Shea because he's
For the
taking up
last
for us
10 years,
sisters.
I've been a content creator in this community, affectionately known as Black YouTube. And I've noticed some things about this particular space. There is a lot of concern about black women and how they wear their hair. Now,
And why are y'all so damn concerned about the way we wearing our hair? Go make money. You need to be concerned about acquiring some knowledge to get you some empowerment. You sitting up there bitching about
as you
bitches'
know, there's
hair.
many ways that black women can do this. They can do it more than I can express. As you know,
Right. Rock a
I'm bald.
fro.
But stop the show. I still look good, right?
Stop the cap.
We love you, man. This is a
Let's
real dude.
continue.
And this is
I
a
just want to get back to
balding
the.
black man, I want to say. This is a confident black man that he doesn't have to put anything insecure about himself on black women. Okay?
Idea that black women can express themselves in
Why
many
is hair
different ways
such a
with their
thing? Because
hair.
this
Most
hair is such a
notably, you
thing
will find
to low value people, Buck. Low value people will evaluate other people based off of their hair because they don't know how to analyze a character. Low value people do this, okay? They need to feel better about themselves. So if they see a confident black woman doing her thing, she don't even have to be one of these Pukisha hood rat bitches, right? They're gonna conflate her to them and try to lower her frequency every time because they're self-hating themselves and they can't stand to see somebody elevated. Excuse me. I relax my hair, but it ain't good. I don't put relaxers in my hair. I don't put color in my hair. I mean, and that's why I love wearing weave because it's like I can have the color diversity without putting any of that stuff in my hair. I don't have to put color in my hair. I don't have to straighten my hair. All I got to do is braid my hair up and put some Cambodian bitch's hair in my hair and keep it moving. All right? This is me. All right? I'm not playing with these people anymore when it comes to black women and our hair because there are way too many white women that are wearing it. We have a whole Jewish community over here. We have a Jewish community over here in Oak Park, Michigan. I don't know if it's a religious thing or not, but those women are wearing wigs when they come out of the house. It seems like they're only wearing their natural hair in the home with their husband. But as opposed to them maybe wearing a head covering, they're like, I just the wig will be my head covering. There's so many reasons why women wear weaves and wigs, but at the end of the day, why do you freaking care? Why do you care? That is ultimately my question. And typically the ones I look at the men that actually care about these women and wearing weaves, and there's a couple of things. They're not attractive, they're balding, and they have tiny nail beds. And if you guys looked at my one of my last stream, I talked about the guy with the tiny nail beds. It tells you everything you need to know. Myron has tiny nail beds. So in addition to a fleeing hairline, this dude has tiny nail beds. So we already know what's going on downstairs with this guy. Why he's so in on black women. You can't please them. You probably can't please a lot of them, right? So you're going to go all in on the woman hating because you hate the fact that you cannot please a woman. And that's what a lot of these men are really angry about. Real men don't focus on women's hair and capping on women because of their hair. If they have any type of value. And Myron, he goes into
some
a
level of
conversation that, or an interview that Tariq Nasheed had about basically, the qualities of a real man. And I love what Tariq said here, and I think it's really important. That's the part I really want to skip to. Because wherever you want to think about Tariq Nasheed, right, the brother dude be coming with some nuggets. And, this was a really good nugget that Myron put in here because, real men don't have time to be sitting up there demonizing women, black women, especially their own women, about hair choice because they be busy trying to elevate the sister because most men realize that a woman is beyond more than her hair. So listen to Tariq here.
Asked,
So,
how can you approach and be in relationships with black women?
so listen to what this guy asked Tariq, and then listen to Tariq's answer because I think a lot of brothers should pay attention to this because y'all looking at these women's hairs, you making judgments, you think we're all ghetto. because we're wearing weaves and wigs. It's like, come on
was able to
now, be
process it.
intelligent.
Being someone in that position, what are things that you would tell a young black man now on how to properly attract a black woman? Maybe like your top three things that you think a young man should know.
Well, in order to attract a black woman, or just women in general, but particularly a black woman, number one, you have to trust yourself. Trusting yourself is the essence of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one thing. A lot of people and a lot of men don't trust themselves. Number two, you got to have integrity, meaning there's certain things you will and will not do. And the third thing is you have to value manhood, value yourself as a man. Yeah. What does it mean to be a man? Being a man doesn't mean being aggressive. Right. We've been taught that manhood is about jumping bad at folks, screaming at folks. That's not manhood. That's more emotional and feminine than anything. Manhood is about
beta man
calmly
behavior,
being logical and solving problems, solving issues, and being in a leadership position when you're in a relationship. Right. Women can respect that.
Amen.
Right? That's how you get respect from women.
Yeah.
Right now, we have so many dudes who have not been raised by men, and they've not been around real men who's practicing manhood. They're around males, but they're not around men to see a man.
Stop. They're around males. They're not around real men. So these men who have been around males and not real men, these are the ones focusing on a black woman's hair. They're all in on demonizing the characters of black women because of their hair versus who they truly are, because these men have been around males, not men. And I'm glad he made that distinction.
The man get up, own businesses.
Let's run that back.
And they've not been around real men who's practicing manhood. They're around males, but they're not around men to see a man get up, own businesses, work for himself, take care of the family. A lot of brothers don't see that now. Right. So they think everything is about emotion, and whatever manhood is, it's a caricature of what manhood is. It's what you see on television. Right. It's what you see in music videos. You're walking around with a white beater, a bunch of tattoos, a bandana on, and you're throwing money. Right. That's not manhood.
And I'm sorry. I mean, can't no woman go dig me unless I let her? Absolutely. Right? A lot of these men are victims of their own selves. They're victims of their poor choices. They picked the wrong women with hair weaves, right? And now they're going to blame hair weave on why women are so discombobulated and why they're not quality. It's like, bro, has nothing to do with her hair. You have a poor character assessment practice, and you are dealing with the consequences of that, right? You're dealing with the consequences of it. But he was going in on Myron Gaines, because Myron Gaines actually tried to come, like, so Shannon Sharp said something like, "Why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Stop trying to kill my vibe," right? So apparently, some black woman maybe came at saucy, sassy Shay Shay, right? And he wanted to pretty much go after her and say, "Hey, don't you got a horse to kill?" Black women aren't wearing horsehair, bro. That is like so a 1990s cap, right? That is such an Aisha 1990s cap, for real. All right, Shannon, right? Right? But he's automatically going after this woman's hair, not the comment she made about him, but her hair, because it's a black woman, right? And these dudes, for some reason, think that they are hurting our feelings when they go after our hair, whether we want to wear it. Because let me tell you something, whether we want to wear our hair natural or wear weave, these dudes are going to have something to say. They're going to say, "Oh, yo, nappy-headed bitch," right? They're going to call us a nappy-headed bitch. Or they're going to be like, "With all that weave in your hair." Black women, we're not going to win with these beta bitch males, all right? We're not. So don't even try. A lot of us aren't trying. Please don't try, because they're not worthy. You know, these are low-value people who cannot stand to see black women, intelligent black women, on a higher frequency, right? A lot of these people come from black women and they hate the womb that they came from, right? So this is just, it's crazy to me. My mom left me before I was born. That's unfortunate. A lot of black men, they are scorned. I actually did a video a couple of years ago called "Single Women Types," and I talked about the single woman type, and I'll actually post that video after this live stream, because I was talking about the different types of single women that actually impact black men very devastatingly. And I profiled these women like your needy Ninas, the moms who can't be alone, so they'll just have any old dude around their sons, right? And usually they're picking up these hobo lover dudes, right? So these dudes don't have a job. They're just moving them in after like a couple of weeks of knowing these dudes, right? And they're having them watch their kids. And a lot of these dudes are evil foul type people, and they're destroying and emasculating these young boys, or they're beating the crap out of their moms, beating the crap out of the son, and he's feeling emasculated because he can't do anything in a situation that his mom has put them in and choose to stay in. So I'll post that video because there is a profile types of single women, and these women do devastate men over time. This bitter, let's see, okay, shut up. You're just, see, here come all the man haters, right? The man haters, or the women haters coming in, and they're probably ugly. Like, bro, you coming in here with all that negativity, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can't stand the person that you look at. You're putting your crap on black women, okay? You are. You are. You really are. See, all like these are all the not real men. When you see all the negative comments in here, right? These aren't real men. These are not real men. These are men that hate themselves. These are men that look in the mirror, they see a bald head, they understand that their penis is small and that they cannot please a woman. So their whole mission is to come in trolling you. I mean, to me, I look at these comments and I see pathetic men, right? And I want you to show yourself, reveal people, reveal yourself to people, right? Reveal yourself to people, right? We need to kind of understand how these people roll, because here I am. I'm not insulting, right? I am talking about why these men are going after women because of their hair. And here all the beta dudes come in, right? They come in with their weirdness, their demonism. I mean, it's weird. Like, it is weird. But anyways, I understand when a guy is talking about a woman's hair, trying to demonize black women, any woman because of hair, you're low value. You hate yourself. You look in a mirror and you know that most women are not wanting you. So the only thing that you do have is women hating you, right? I bet you if you did a lineup of all these hater dudes right now that are trolling in this chat right now, do a lineup, they will all pass the ugly test. They will all pass the ugly test. Because low value men who have zero confidence, remember what Tariq said, right? These men have a confidence inside of them. They are self assured. And these men don't have time to troll women about their hair choice and their hairstyles, right? It is the beta men, the low value men. Even if you got money, you can't look at yourself in the mirror. And the only women that will ever want you will be because of your money, not because of your character, because you don't have one. Any man that's in this chat trolling right now lacks real character, right? You are revealing yourself as the beta bitch that you are. You are jealous of women. You might as well just come on over and join the club. We'll get you a weave for that bald head of yours so that you get up your confidence level. Because trolling women because of their hair choice, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. So I find you men amusing. And sometimes I'm not even responding to some of these comments because it's just like, just reveal yourself, Satan. We see you. We see you. All right. What's up, man? Here's the thing. We got a lot of real men. And like I said, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson for really calling this out. Like, you men are out here trolling women because of their hairstyles, But when we peel back the layers of you, we see a fleeing hairline. We see a bald headed beta man who cannot stand himself, probably raised by a female, right? And so he got female like tendencies. So you don't have a man hating on a black woman. You have a bitch like person that just happens to have a penis hating on a black woman, right? That's what we got here, right? Your Tommy Sotomayor's, look at that funny looking milk dud, right? That's not a looker. Tommy Sotomayor, come on now. Look at that man. Black women aren't flocking to that dude. He is not a looker. He's not the finest. Like, he's not Tyrese Gibson. Tyrese is the bald-headed dude that black women flock to, right? He's fine, right? Black women flock to Tyrese. He hair or no hair, right? Because Tyrese doesn't need hair. He's fine as hell. He has confidence, right? A lot of these bald-headed black men, they don't have Tyrese confidence, and they have the most to say about black women and their hair choice. And they don't even have anything, like, a black woman's hair will never stop a man's hustle. A black woman's hair will never stop a man's hustle. And I'm glad that O'Shea pointed this out. Myron Gaines goes in on black women, devaluing black women all the time. But black women aren't responsible for why he's been demonetized on several platforms. He is. His beta bitch behavior, not black women's hair. Tommy Sotomayor, same thing. These are black looking men with no self-control, right? And I'm going to go back to Galatians 5:22 and 23. The fruitages of God's spirit. Real men possess those. These are not real men. These are female-like men who just got time to talk about black women and their hair because they're ugly. They're low commodities when it comes to women in the first place. So they're frustrated about that. And they're putting those frustrations on black women, right? They have nothing else but look at her wearing that weave. You know, it's like, and then we look at you, it's like the Old Spice commercial. Look at her, then look at him. Bald-headed man talking about a woman that got on weave. Just go ahead and get your hairline fixed and shut up. Myron went and he chased a hairline, right? Because his hairline was fleeing. It was low tide into America. He had to literally go and get that hairline fixed so that he could feel like a high value man. All right? Myron's hairline was literally hitting the border, just like he did to get over here. And you got the nerve to come over here talking about black women. And Myron Gaines, here he is. He loved getting in when somebody talking about black women specifically. And it's like, what in the feminine gayness is going on? Here's Tommy. Okay, now every black woman in politics got to get your toe, got to have head full of weed. First of all, and he's talking about Stacey Plaskett. That is like, she may have an extension, but Stacey Plaskett has a head full of long hair. Okay? That woman has a lot of hair. All right? But here's Tommy Sotomayor, old Bucky Dancer, he really trying to get in with the white supremacists. So he gotta hate on black women, right? Tommy over here, weird ass face, talking about, oh, every black woman, and this woman isn't even being confrontational. She's defending herself. It's like, okay, so if every black woman defend herself against something that somebody do, now all of a sudden we just unhinged. You guys are weird. Double standards. The most unhinged people are talking like this, right? But shout out to O'Shea. Check it out. Myron starts a war with black women.
Stacey Plaskett. She had some issue with Elon Musk. And
look at Stacey Plaskett's hair. Y'all will know that woman has a head full of her own damn hair.
Tweeting or Xing or whatever it is you do on your platform about me is going to scare me to be quiet. You obviously don't know what I'm made of.
Okay, and this woman ain't even on the about it tone, right? She ain't even on the activated tone, and they're making this woman seem like she's unhinged. Like, I mean, they're always trying to narrate us to be certain things, and it's like, no, you're getting rebuked by this black woman, and you can't take it.
Generations of individuals who have fought for me to have the ability to say what I want to say, to speak the truth.
She ain't activated enough, and whatever she's saying it in a very articulate, professional way, and yet they want to narrate her as being unhinged for the little tokens, for the white supremacists.
Monetized from Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, can't get back on TikTok, and now Twitter. Are black women the reason why his career is terrible right now?
No, you're the reason why. Now here's Tommy Sotomayor. I never saw this video, but this is a black man who hates black women. Now these are the black men call themselves teaching other black men how to be men, right? The ones who, why is it that all the most of the black men on YouTube and all these platforms who call themselves teaching other black men how to be good men, why is it that they are the most unhinged people? Why are they running around acting like real life bitches? Like, this is Tommy Sotomayor getting into a fender bender with a woman,
that this
right?
behavior is emotional.
Here on this exit,
This is an emotional man, not a rational man with
here in Cedar
conviction.
Hill. She hit me turning over in that lane over there, but she cut in too deep because she didn't see me. She turned that, and as you
Now he's making like,
right there, they talk. I ain't bothered this woman. I haven't bothered you. I haven't said a word to you. Have I said?
but this woman is being very mild. Like, why are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. This dude is activated like the bitches that he loved to say black women are. You're activated like the stereotype of a black woman, Tommy.
Anything to you? I'm talking to my phone, Bob. Bob.
He calling her all kinds of B's,
Look at him.
antagonizing the situation. This man is escalating. What real man escalates situation? You're antagonizing the situation. You're escalating it. Real men don't do that. Bitches do that. Unhinged bitches do that.
Get out my face. Yeah. I don't like black anyway.
He said, I don't like black bitches anyways. Talk about a man that, and this is a dark black man. He got a black mama. We know you got a black mama, Tommy. And you talking about, I don't like black bitches anyways. Why? Because Tommy's trying to get the white supremacist tokens on YouTube, right? And he knows that the white supremacists love it when they have these buck dancing ruckuses over here talking about black women and black people in generally in a negative way, right? So these people, they're getting their tokens, right? But there's a reoccurring theme here. Tommy Sotomayor, a balding black man. He's not a Tyrese Gibson. He's not attractive, right? All you have is the white women for you because you're not a commodity for black women anyways. And you notice a lot of these men, they hate black women because they cannot get us. Weave or not, you cannot get a black woman. You're not attractive to them. You don't have the character for us. Right? Myron Gaines, fleeing hairline. He's balding. He had to go and save his hairline. Right? And tiny nail beds. And like I said, when I the tiny nail beds on a man, I already know you can't even please a woman. That's why you frustrated. All you have is insults to women because you're not going to be able to please them. You have nothing to offer them and you operate like them. So therefore, you're not even a commodity. A lot of these men are running around acting like females. They're acting like mean girls. Like literally, they're like mean girls to females. Like, it's crazy to me. It's like, where are the men raising these men? Right? Where are the men raising these men? These are not men. These are beta men who are literally trying to alpha up along the way. That's really what it is. And Frederick Douglass told us, once they get to that age of reason and they have not been taught, they are lost boys. A lot of these men are running around and they are lost boys. They're not men. And that's why they're running around trolling women, because they hate women. They hate women. They hate the fact that they didn't get the nurturing from one. They hate the fact that they did not get the guidance from one. So they hate women. Yep, the women are raising them. You're right, Jay. They are being raised by women and they are running around with bitch like behaviors and they are terrorizing women in the process like mean girls. These men are acting like mean girls. The late 90s and early 2000s, I'm going to watch the movie Lost Boys. You just reminded me. I'll see you later. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, these dudes are lost boys. They're lost boys. They got Peter Pan syndrome. So no matter how old they are, you know what I mean? I feel bad. Like we need better men in this manosphere leading the charges on these conversations. I love what Tariq said. I mean, check out O'Shea's video. I think Tariq did this video on type or whatnot. But the brother asked them.
Being someone in that position, what are things that you would tell a young black man now on how to properly attract a black woman?
And that's the problem with these. I hate your weave. Your weave is everything about your character. Black men, they don't know how to, black women, they don't know how to properly attract black women, right? They don't know how to properly attract black women. And so this is, so their, I guess their resort is I'm going to diss them, bring them down on a lower frequency. If I lower their frequency, then then they can be with me, I guess, because I've lowered them down to how I feel about myself. A lot of these guys are running on lower frequencies and they cannot stand a black woman with a higher frequency. Right? Like, I mean, I like, shoot, my weave doesn't really take away from the fact that, you know, my clients are happy with their portfolio performance. Okay. That the weave didn't do that. My fingers and my research helped them out, right? People keep measuring people based on how they look, right? You got to weave in your hair, so you got to be a Pukesha. You got to be dumb. It's like every woman in my circle, my girl Kirsten's a lawyer. My other girl, she's insurance. She's an insurance professional. I'm a financial advisor. We all wearing weaves up in here, but we all got our stuff together. We all taking care of our stuff. It's like you can't talk to me about no hair weave if you don't have at least 4 different accounts that are fully funded. Don't talk to me about no hair weave if your kids don't have some kind of account for your kids' future, right? Like you can't even talk to me about no hair weave if you don't have multiple accounts that are fully funded. Shut up. All right. Just shut up talking to these black women that got themselves together. And the only thing that you got on them is the fact that they decided to put some Cambodian hair. Shoot, I'm like Puff. I want that Cambodian hair. I want that Cambodian breast milk. Okay? Shoot, stop playing with people. I'm playing with y'all. But anyways, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. You know, these black men, they gonna get enough of disrespecting their black women and allowing white men to do it. Shout out to O'Shea for putting people in their place about black women. I love seeing black men on the mic defending their women and our integrity because we're more than hair weave. A lot of us are more than what these projections are, and we need our flowers. We need our flowers. I'm tired of these conversations. So, anyways, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm gonna go look at Making a Band with Puff now, see how he was treating them. Now I got to analyze everything that Diddy did, right? Like I'm going back to look at Making the Band. Where's that at? On Hulu somewhere? I need to go find Making the Band because now I got to go back and re-examine what Puff was having them do. You know, we need to get Dylan on the mic. Remember Dylan? You know, who was the greatest rapper in the world? Think about it. Dylan, 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 and Dylan. Because I spit hot fire. We need Dylan on the mic talking about Diddy. We need them Making the Band people on the mic talking about Diddy. He made them go out in New York and find some Cambodian breast milk and bring it back to his ass. He was telling us a whole lot about his control on that show, and we just didn't pay attention. Now I'm gonna go back and look at Making a Band. But anyways, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson for taking up for Black women, because in his conversation, he's really calling out that, we have Black women in a lot of different professional spaces. We have a lot of different characters of Black women that wear weave, and the weave is not making their character. It is a part of their style, but it's not the essence of their character. And I love the fact that he is calling out these people who are demonizing professional Black women because of a notion of them having longer hair that they think is white. Stacy Placid, go look at that woman's hair. Black women, we can tell from the roots. That woman has a head full of hair. But these men are so adamant, and they hate certain Black women who are professional, who can't articulate so much, right? That they'll just put any type of thing on them. So shout out to O'Shea. The video is called Myron Starts a War with Black Women and the Worst Happens, right? And thank you, O'Shea, for taking up for us sisters, right? We need more Black men like you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.